During Juli did a forest fire break out in Westmaland, Sweden. It all began with the forester as burden, and at the night when the firemen did leave the forest fire, the fire began to spread. If the firemen and volunteers had done anything, had taken after 3 weeks of constant prayer down for the fire to stop. It was the Italian water bombers that did stop the fire, and at the end it was 13,800 hectares burning down, which is 27,600 focus plants. In the video are they talking about Italian water bombers and when some small videos from the fire.
Vad är senaste nytt, Stephanie?
Jo, det som pågår just nu är att man håller stabsmöte här inne för att försöka samla alla krafter som finns för att ge sig ut igen under dagen. Ungefär 100 personer befinner sig redan ute i skogen, men under natten så får man det ändå läget lite mer under kontroll. Luftfuktigheten ökar, vinden bedarrar lite grann. Men det är nu när värmen kommer på igen som det blir det kritiska läget.
Hur allvarligt skulle du säga att läget är just nu?
Det är mycket allvarligt. De säger, räddningsinsatsledare jag precis pratade med, de har den inte under kontroll. Vissa uttrycker det som att det är en som kanske skulle kunna hjälpa. Det är 3 veckors hällregn. För att det finns ingenting som får stopp på det här just nu. Det hoppet man lägger mycket på för tillfället, det är de här italienska vattenbombarplanen som man hoppades få upp igår kväll. Men som fick mellanlanda i Polen och nu är på ingång på nytt. Förhoppningsvis kommer man ha dem uppe i luften runt 1-tiden.
Isamu Akasaki, Hiroshi Amano and Suhui Nakamura shares Nobel Physics Prize 2014. Together they have discovered the blue LED lamp that can create white light on an energy efficient and environmentally friendly way. The invention was developed in the beginning of the 1990s. The lamp glows 20 times stronger per watt than a normal bulb and holds 100 times longer. The Nobel Committee gave the Nobel Physics Prize to Ismail, Hirashi and Suhui because according to them the LED lamp is going to save big energy resources. That's a very good thing. It will save money and be good for the climate. They say that the light bulb lit up the 1900s and the LED lamp will light up the 2000s. During this election was the Socialdemokraternas one. Socialdemokraterna is on the red side and it's a red side and a blue side in the elections. When they are going to vote for the budget which we'll have in Sweden, did Sverigedemokraterna vote for blue size budget which did, so the blue size budget won. This did lead to some problems. It did almost lead to revoting for the country. In the video are going to see some parts from the voting of the budget.
Varsågod.
Ärade ledamöter, finansministern, åhörare. Idag ska vi debattera alternativen om den ekonomiska politiken och jag tänker hålla mig till just dess innehåll och dess olika...
I eftermiddag så har det väl aldrig varit tydligare att det politiska landskapet i Sverige är uppdelat i 3 olika block. Vi har då de rödgröna partierna, vi har alliansen och så har vi Sverigeblocket.
Då förmånen att få inleda rond 2 i den här debatten. Den rond som då gäller...
Det har sagts i debatten innan och det är skönt att veta att alliansen håller ihop och att vi har en samsyn på hur Sverige har utvecklats och hur vi tycker att Sverige ska fortsätta att utvecklas.
Moderaterna har en skattepolitik som syftar till att skapa förutsättningar för jobb och tillväxt.
Om vilket samhälle vi vill ha. Den här debatten handlar om hur vi gör människor starkare och hur vi därmed gör Sverige starkare.
Den här regeringen har högre ambitioner med Sverige. Högre ambitioner än att vi ska vara ett mediokert medelmåtteland.
Den här debatten ska handla om de förslag som regeringen, Socialdemokraterna och Miljöpartiet har lagt fram på skatteområdet.
Forskning visar allt mer på att jämnare klyftor skapar ett tryggare samhälle. Ett samhälle med mindre brottslighet, bättre hälsa hos befolkningen och till och med högre grad av kreativitet.
Utgiftsramar och beräkning av statsinkomsterna är härmed avslutad.
Been revolting in Sweden, maybe the blue team should have won, or we can see it so that the red team should have won again, and the blue side's budget should have won again too, or maybe Sverigedemokraterna had been much bigger this time. Malala Yousafzai got Alfred Nobel's Peace Prize 2014 together with Kailash Satyarthi. She is born in Pakistan, and she is the youngest to get Nobel's Peace Prize in the history. She is fighting for all the 66 million girls in the world that hasn't got the chance to go to school. UN is also an organization that is fighting for human rights in the society. In the movie, Malala receives the Peace Prize in Oslo together with Kailash Satyarthi.
Now, I call upon Malala Yousafzai to come forward to receive the gold medal and the diploma. Please come forward.
Att gå i skolan.
So I'm thankful to my father for not clipping my wings, for letting me to fly and achieve my goals, for showing to the world that a girl is not supposed to be the slave. A girl has the power to go forward in her life.
Och fredspriset var inte bara till henne själv.
But this award is for all those children who are voiceless, whose voices need to be heard. And I speak for them, and I stand up with them. And I join them in their campaign that their voices should be heard. Malala got Nobel's Peace Prize because of her fight for girls that hasn't got the chance to go to school and women's rights in the society. She got to share the prize with Kailash Satyarthi, that's a Hindu, and Malala is a Muslim. It's good to show the world that people from different religions can cooperate. But when we in Sweden gave Malala Nobel's Peace Prize, we put ourselves in a bad seat because the Taliban that tried to kill her maybe now will try to get out revenge on Sweden. ISIS is a terror group that have grown really much in 2013. ISIS wants to have only Sunni Muslims, and that's a kind of big problem because there's both Sunni and Shia Muslims in the world, and we have more religions. ISIS have a big role in the war in Syria. If these kind of problems wouldn't have happened, maybe we should have peace in the world. But now we're going to see a little video clip from the war in Syria.
Hey, Joseph! Joseph! روح هشام روح هشام
Because of large greenhouse gas emissions and burning of fossil fuels, the climate is now heading against warmer temperatures over the whole world. This makes the glaciers melt and the sea levels rise.
Because of this, the Marshall Islands in the Pacific Ocean is now threatened. They have already got trouble with flooding, and soon the islands might be found beneath the sea surface. The floodings isn't just a problem for the livings, but it's now disturbing the dead at the Marshall Islands too. The floodings are reveling graves, and coffins with dead bodies has now been washed away.
Doubt. Number 10. Over the past century, the sea level has risen by 10 to 20 centimetres. Number 9. 400,000 square miles of Arctic Sea have already melted due to global warming. Number 8. By 2030, the number of glaciers in the Glacier National Park will equate to 0. Number 7. Global warming caused $100 billion worth of damage in the United States alone in 2005. Number 6. The amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has increased by 31%. Number 5. The intensity and duration of deadly hurricanes have doubled since the last 4 decades. Number 4. The rate of global warming has accelerated thrice faster over the past 30 years. Number 3. The annual temperature of the world and the United States is now 1 degree Fahrenheit hotter compared to the temperature a century back. Number 2. The past 9 years have all been amongst the 25 hottest temperatures in history. And number 1. 2 of the world's hottest temperatures were recorded in the last 10 years.
If the world had stopped the spill of greenhouse gases and the burning of fossil fuels, maybe the world wouldn't have the problems it has today. If we doesn't do anything about this, the sea levels will rise and a lot of countries will be flooded. In a few years, it might be too late, so we better do something about this immediately. But there isn't many that are willing to offer this for the climate. They don't want to stop driving cars just because the temperature is rising. The war between Israel and Palestine goes way back in time. The Palestinians are angry that the Israelis took their country, but also because the Palestinians are Muslims and the Israelis are Jews. The summer 2014, the Gaza war started. It officially started the 8th July, but there have been unrest for a long time. The 30th June, 3 Israel's teenage boys were found murdered, and the Jews blamed it on the Palestinians. Then the war began. The Israelis bombed the Palestinian city Gaza, and the war went on the whole summer.
هذا دمار يعني انت شايف البيت بنهد على اصحابه بدون اي تحذير او انذار لنا ما سمعناش اي شيء ما شفناش الا انهد البيت.
اليوم الحرب استهدف المدنيين في البيوت بقصف البيوت على الناس. الأولانية كان في اجتياح كانوا تعرف وين بدخلوا وين بيطلعوا. اليوم ما فيش ما بتشوف إلا الصاروخ جاي عليك على البيت أو على العيال أو أنت بالسيارة أو أنت ماشي.
لا مش خايف كثير من الاجتياح بل عشان يعني اللي أنا قدراتهم يعني زي ما بيقولوا الأرض إلنا والسماء لهم يعني إحنا الأرض يعني إن شاء الله نتفوق عليهم إن شاء الله.
If UN hadn't given Israel to the Jews after the Second World War, a lot of lives would be saved and a lot of war hadn't existed. But then the Jews wouldn't have anywhere to live and they would be spread over the whole world. The Palestinians, who had to run away when UN gave the Jews Israel, were very angry because they had to leave their homes, but also that they were Muslims and the people who had taken their country were Jews. A lot of conflicts arise because of religion. That is the biggest reason that it's war between Israel and Palestine. The Ebola breakout was in the beginning of 2014 in West Africa. The most affected countries are Guinea, Liberia and Sierra Leone. The scientists haven't found a cure yet, but something that they call SMAP has given them good results and they hope that they will have a cure 2015. The movie is about Ibaga Stiva, who is sick in Ebola, but all the hospitals are full. The hospitals hasn't got enough resources to let anyone worry. The doctors are telling his parents to take him back home, and that upsets the people.
Old Ibaga Stiwo is sick.
Oh, down. Oh, down. Brother, what would you now?
His parents wait beside him. All signs point to the late stages of Ebola, the deadly virus that's killed more than 2,300 across West Africa.
He just vomiting, he toiling, vomiting, toiling, he eat, he vomit. Don't gonna get a paper back.
As sick as he is, an Ebola outbreak since the virus was discovered in 1976. Hundreds have died here since the outbreak began in May. And the World Health Organization expects thousands of new cases in the coming weeks. 10 to 15 die each day here, but their beds are quickly filled. The virus is spreading fast among families in Monrovia's slums. And with an incubation period over several weeks, no one knows exactly how many more patients will arrive in the months ahead.
They say because the virus, the people will not look at us, so we should carry it back to the hospital.
A hospital worker finally came out to calm the crowd.
The war is full. No capacity. You understand? So I did not elaborate. But the forward field of Jeff is very big.
Later in the afternoon, Ibaga was finally admitted. But for his family, what comes next remains a mystery.
Every day they're making an announcement. When you get a sick patient, we put a sick patient. Same with me. Nothing they are done. Just saying, oh, wait. We're waiting. We don't know what to do.
If the West world had sent more resources to the affected countries, maybe it wouldn't have been such a big outbreak, and so many people wouldn't have had to die. If the scientists had found a cure in 2014, maybe it wouldn't have had to be an Ebola epidemic. But the scientists hope that they will find a cure in 2015. In 2014 they released a lot of amazing songs, and with this did we do a top list with the 10 most played songs on Spotify, YouTube and iTunes. Enjoy!
All about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, hey, I'm bringing booty back. Everybody wanna steal my girl. Everybody wanna take her heart away. Couple billion in the whole wide world. Find another one 'cause she belongs to me. Cause if you want to keep me, you gotta to love me harder. I would love you. And if you I turn my cheap music up, and I'm puffing my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. Can call me obsessed, it's not your fault. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes everything that you've ever.
Time you leave, 'cause darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over.
Hey, oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem.
Our sources to our work is aftonbladet.se, expressen.se, dn.se, nature.com. We have taken our videos from youtube.com, and we have gotten basic facts from wikipedia.com and uk.businessinsider.com.